Welcome back to the channel, guys. So today we're going to be looking at the Panerai Luminor Marina 00050. So this is a 40 millimeter Panerai, so definitely smaller than what you typically expect from Panerai, which are usually about 44 to 47 millimeters in case size. Um, so I guess I just wanted to sort of show you guys and just talk about Panerai in general, because I feel like there's a lot of people who it's sort of like a love-hate thing with people, right? Like a lot of people like the Paneristi or whatever are like, like the fanboys and they absolutely love the brand and what it stands for and everything like that. And then there's, I don't know, maybe in my opinion, sort of like some snobby watch fans who, they just sort of discount Panerai as overpriced and not really like good value for money. Um, which I think, there's it sort of like goes both ways. But for me, this particular watch has been in my collection for like many, many years, probably like 10 years at this point. Um, it's an early 2000s model. Um, yeah, so I guess my story with Panerai started probably back in college. So I had a friend who um, is, really into watches, and he used to like always have like a really nice watch. And one day he was wearing a 44 millimeter uh, Panerai, and I just fell in love with that thing. I tried it on. I have smaller wrists, so it's about 15 and a half centimeters, um, and it just like it like fits so well, even though like for me personally, usually like 40 millimeters. Um, is usually like the sweet spot for me. Like I don't really wear a watch that's more than 40 mil just because it ends up being or looking usually a bit like oversized. Like 41, 42 millimeters is probably like the max. So this particular watch is 40 millimeters. Um, this has a Valjoux movement. So essentially, it's just an automatic ETA movement that's, I guess, like customized a little bit. Um, so again, if that bothers you, then this is probably not, right, like the right watch for you. But for me personally, I just love the aesthetics of this watch. Um, Let me just move the hands out of the way so you can see it maybe a little bit better on camera. But um, but yeah, so this actually came in a bracelet. I usually wear this on a rubber strap, but yeah, it's you have a sub-seconds uh, dial on at 9 o'clock. You have the date window, which is magnified, but it's on the inside, so it's not like a Cyclops type of thing, like a Rolex or anything like that. So this particular watch does not have the sandwich dial, which arguably looks better, I think, in general. But loom wise, I think having it. Um, I'm not sure what you would call this face. I've heard like a sausage dial, before, which I don't know if that's the right term, but this definitely is brighter when it's loomed up, and I don't know what it is, but I feel like Panerai is like when you the loom is just very sort of intense. Um, but yeah, so it's just a very simple design. So if I put it on my wrist, um, and honestly, I just have it on like a cheap rubber strap right now. Okay, that was a fail. Um, so originally this watch, like I said, came on a bracelet, but I'm honestly not really a big fan of Panerai bracelets. So as you can see, so like I said, my wrist is about 15 and a half centimeters, and this is 40 mil size. So if you have a smaller wrist, I think 40 millimeter for the Panerai, maybe 42, I think is a really good fit. So it is a little bit on the thicker side. I would say this is about 15 to 16 millimeters thick, but I don't think it's like a problem even like fitting under, like a dress shirt or yeah, like a French cuff shirt or something like that. Um, Even though I'm not sure if this is you'd be wearing a Panerai. I don't know if it's good for a dress occasion, but if you were, I don't think it's a problem, wearing it to the office or anything like that. But yeah, so this is the watch. So yeah, I guess that's sort of my story with Panerai, right? Is I purchased this watch because I absolutely loved the design aesthetic. Um, Me personally, I don't think the price point is too bad. Um, I think it's pretty good value for money overall. I know Panerai has a lot of like in-house movement watches nowadays, but yeah, here's a side profile. And like this is, I believe it's 100 meters water resistance, about 300 feet. I have like worn this, like going swimming or like going. I think this is like a great vacation watch, especially with a rubber strap. Just because you're not, it just feels like it could take a beating, and the crown guard is also like, it's just it just for lack of better words, it's just really dope. um, because so you you pull the lever back, and then you can click the crown into the different positions to set the time or the date, and then you push it back in, and then you just close it. And honestly, you'll find yourself just playing with this sometimes because it's just such a satisfying snick and snack of like pulling in and out. um but yeah, that was basically just the watch. Just want to talk Panerai a little bit in general. Me personally, I really like the brand. um would I pay like 10, 12, $14,000 for some of the higher end Panerais? Probably not. But for like a base watch, I think they do a pretty good job. It's just so distinctive. Everybody knows it's when you just, I mean, you can tell this thing from a mile away, right? It's just such a distinctive style of watch. And even though it has like that oversized look, at least with this particular model, the 40 mil or even the 42 mil versions, if you have a smaller wrist, don't be like scared of like trying it on, because you may think it's going to be oversized, but on the wrist it just fits really nice. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much I think all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna try to have more watch content coming your way on this channel. Please like, please comment if you have any questions. Please mention them below. I guess I'll go over the specs one more time. So basically, it's an ETA movement, 40 or 42-hour power reserve. You've got the small seconds. I think this is about 23 joules. You've got the date on the right side, and 40 millimeter case size, 15 to 16 millimeter height, basically, and I think it's about 47 millimeters. It also has for the strap, changing the strap. These are screws, so they're not like the spring bars, which it's like super easy to do. I feel like it's a lot easier, and you could pretty much just change out the strap on the go. And there's just so many great aftermarket options as well as Panerai strap options. But yeah, you can really just customize your experience, and it keeps the watch fresh, just switching out the strap. So yeah, okay. That's all I have to say. So thanks again for watching, guys. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks. Bye.